Hello, Taurus. If you'd like to come on in and have a seat for some symbolic support, my name is Steph. If you're new, welcome. If you're returning, welcome home. We're going to drop some ink on this scroll to see what shapes and symbols stand out and speak to our psyche and psychic senses. As well, we'll add on some tarot and oracle. And as you heard, we have Ghost Tube for any audio additions from the afterlife that may further add to our auric adventures. Overall, please do receive release freely. So when you're ready, let's go. Let's dig in. Just as a reminder, we're here to create a portal to perceive in, less worrying about making a masterpiece. First link below will be to your extended if you'd like to become a member. And many other things, but I can't remember. But thank you for being here, Taurus. All right. When you're ready, if you'd like to join me in closing the eyes, cleansing the palette of perception, releasing the race and the rush, activating the abstract mind and ancient awareness to perceive and receive symbolic support. Ooh, in the name and honor of the Taurian Collective. Thank you so much for being my muse, and may you meet a message with meaning. Taurians, all right. You know the drill as well. If you'd like to take a screenshot for personal use only, so you can scry in your own time, by all means. And if you see any shapes or symbols that speak, feel well to comment below, drop an emoji. Any interactions with the channel is appreciated. All right. I'm going to dig in here and I'm going to pick up my Scrying because apparently it fell. All right. Awkward. So, Taurus, I am hearing this song.
He won't leave.
Bum 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 bum. Mr. Sandman, yes, bring me a dream. Bum 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 bum. So, I don't know if that's a thing. Get out my little thrifty find here of El Pirate's letter opener, but it's very heavy. It looks like I'm taking flight on something here. Like these are two individual people. I'm working on something. Thank you, Piretta. I'm also seeing a Thunderbird. So it's like these creatures, characters, energies are working like under an aircraft. And I spent many years working at an airport, so
Float.
I can see how that is. Like they're when you're getting ready with the ground crew and you're checking things underneath and all that kind of good stuff. And then there's also sometimes people on top, you know, like checking the cockpit and doing, anyway, they're doing checks. They're doing checks for this Thunderbird to take flight. I don't know if it has something to do with sleep or why the Sandman is here or in your auric field, but perhaps it's just simply in the subconscious, working with your subconscious to take flight. Yeah, I'm going to land in there. Could also be working with a companion, as we heard Ghost Tube say. So I just like whoop, zoomed out and I can see this large creature here. There's the eyes, almost like a flat head or hat. Okay, so either two tails or two staffs. I'm skipping rope. There's eyes down here as well. This is an older man. Hold on, I think he's in...
What brought you here?
I think he's in the afterlife. He might be your father, grandfather, or an uncle. He is helping you see and realize your dreams. If it's not a relative that you are aware of in the afterlife. He wore glasses. Something about his sense of smell, or maybe he had a scent, a cologne or a deodorant, and you might smell him every so often. He's stepping forward. He is helping. He is like very, sorry, there's also something about his knees or the way he walked, something along that lines. So he is helping in the subconscious realm with, like literally with spirit, to help these dreams come true.
You can't understand.
Yeah. Feels very, very well. Taurus as well. I'm going to... First link below will be to your extended. If I didn't say so already, I apologize. Jumping right into the liminal. Feel like you have a choice of directions. There's a conversation happening in here. It's as though I'm in a dream. Okay, Mr. Sandman, thank you. And I'm lucid. I'm lucid for a moment. It's like way, way in here. Almost as if I might even be dreaming of this father figure, an older gentleman. And if it's not a relative, for you might recognize it as your guide. And that's how they're embodied to communicate with you. I'm very much so lucid when I hit this little pocket amongst the dream state. The Thunderbird really wants to take off. Oh, that's driving me crazy. I can see my ceiling fan in there. And I can see it there as well. Sorry. The Thunderbird really wants to take flight now. But the checks are being done. Maybe even something about money, Torians. Whether you're receiving a check, bigger checks, but the checks are being done. Checks and balances. Checks and balances. Abilities is coming through. Yeah, okay. Something about, okay. Boundaries coming in. Transformation. Oh, there's that older gentleman. Answers. And Cave of Earth, please, for Taurus.
Disagree.
What do you disagree with?
I meant it.
Blessings. Okay. Taurus. On the bottom is talent. Don't worry that it's in the reverse. Where am I going to put you? I'll put you over there. I think this is in regards to the clairsentience I was speaking of earlier. You might have a real scent for picking up things. Also, if things are askew. When I mean askew, it's not necessarily in a bad way or in a negative way. Checks and balances. Sniffing out where I can save. Noticing where I can spend. I feel like there's something I need and I'm saving up for it. I'm back in the subconscious realm with the Sandman. And it's like I'm working things out in my sleep state or subconscious state. It's almost as if like the subconscious is running in the background, but when I go to sleep it becomes the foreground. And there's for me, like wandering into, and this is the Cave of Ice, so it's something that for me is like de-thawing. Excuse me, imagine if the Pink Floyd or a crystal or a prism was not a crystal but ice, and it's melting and revealing like some sort of opalescence. Something about it's boring. You're so cheeky. In the boundary of the Cave of Winds is in the mind. This is the structure, the checks and balances. Is my heart and my head and my root in alignment. Also protecting my investments. There's because I have these two staffs here, I feel very okay, so I feel balanced in my boundaries. But it's almost like walking sticks. Or snowshoeing maybe, or snow, I don't know, skiing. There's like things on the side, like sticks that you walk with. I don't know if I'm snowshoeing or what I'm doing. Something about a pilot as well. And did I say when pigs fly? Oh, interesting. This transformation in the cave of the hearth or the cave of your heart, when we were talking about the alignment of checks and balances.
Bathroom.
There's something, whether it's a psychic skill enhancement, your money, whatever channel this is, corporate, creative, personal, platonic, all that kind of good stuff. Things are aligning, but it's almost like the butterfly, like the thunderbird, the metamorphosis of such wants to take flight. But I want to focus on the thunderbird. Like, imagine if the thunderbird, whatever thunderbird means to you, had the colorings of a butterfly. And I want to take flight now. But the check's got to be done. In the cave of rivers of how I'm feeling, I feel like I want an answer. And if you're here, I love that because I always like hand to heart, hand to heart. This older gentleman just loves you. Maybe it is an uncle as well. But it feels like family, whether it's a relative of this reality or a relative of the all in a guide or whatnot. But I keep hearing like the answers in your heart. The answers in your heart, because that's where this speaking is too. And then it's like your head can, or your mind, if I may, whatever process you may have there. Sorry, I might sneeze. We're good. Can utilize the heart transmission to think about it and then give it back to the heart.
Weak.
To put it out and start moving actions with heart and soul. Dun 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 na 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 na. But there is a process in that, and I think that you go through the checks and balances of that process. Am I going to do this? Am I not? Because there is a conversation about a decision. I don't know if somebody's approaching you and saying, "Hey, Torian, would you like to do this, or would you like to collaborate? Do you want this new position? Do you want to change jobs? Do you want to, partners, whatever the case is." But there's something for you to consider before Torians put 2 feet in a heartbeat into it and really have action associated. And there's so much lucid dreaming here. So I don't know if this is something you guys are working on or what the case is. And then in the cave of earth is your blessings. And this feels really, really nice. Again, I'm back at the bridge of the nose. Even as my nose is getting stuffy and I almost sneeze, but I feel like suddenly like my nose is running because I feel like some sort of block gets removed. Or like something about the sinuses or nasal dripping or something along that lines. It's very obscure. It might be for one, but there it is. And then last but not least, before I flip it and get ready to go to the extended, I'm seeing in the negative space here, it's almost like, I'm also hearing kumbaya. There's a consideration. This is what's happening when I'm in this. Let me think about this. It is warm because it's like a fire. I'm looking in the fire. This fire to me feels like the blessing of the transformation and the boundary, like a fire pit, that safety of and the security of that. But the fire is communicating to me about my passions, what it is that I want to pursue. With these other elements, energies, people, places, or things, opportunities coming towards me. And I'm like, let me think about this. Let me ask my fire. Let me ask my passion. Let me ask what gets my heart going. What ignites thoughts and thinkings. And then I take them to, it's almost like I want to say I sleep on it. And let me sleep on it. Baby, let me sleep on it. Okay, Taurians, I'm going to head over to the extended. First YouTube link below if you're joining me. If not, that's okay. And I appreciate you. And I will so see you again soon. So much love. Bye. Cut the deck. So much love. Confidence. I love it. I have confidence and confidence alone. So much singing today.